your boy, Mr. 180. We are live right here on the 180 Show. Make sure you go over there to 180life.com, 180lyfe.com. Hottest magazine, 180 Life Enterprise Magazine, for your photography, marketing, everything in between. All you need, hit up Mr. 180, Facebook Archie J. Jenkins, or on Instagram at 180life_180 Show.
Let's go! What's happening? Listen, y'all, I feel like I have not seen y'all in forever. So look, I might be in rare form because I'm ready. I'm hyped. I got my sister with me. Y'all make some noise for the one, the only, the win coach, Miss Qween Red. Hey, what's up, sis?
Look, I like that. You got me hyped up. You know, your intro reminds me of I don't know if you remember this radio show because you younger than me. The Tom Joyner Morning Show. You remember that?
Okay.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is bringing back Tom Joyner Morning Show energy.
I remember that. Hey, look, I'm just trying to get the word out there. You know, they had made me a little theme song. I added the visuals to it. I said, let's go. I'm trying. I'm doing it. Look, y'all, we are here. We're going to talk to y'all for just a little bit. We ain't going to hold y'all long. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about some things, but I'm going to just jump into it. So I brought Qween Red on here because she's a writer. She is, I don't want to mess up the words because she will definitely make sure, bro, no, this is what I am. But she a writer. We're going to talk about her writing skills, her relationship capital brand, just what it means, everything that's into it. I'm blessed to be a part of it, just even affiliated. Man, let us know who you are, what you got going on. Come on, talk to the people.
Okay, so I am Qween Red. I am a WIN coach. WIN stands for Wealth Independence Navigation Coaching. And I help women navigate to their divine lifestyle, do pathway principles of self-joy, wellness, and wealth, because winning is designed with you in mind. I'm also relationship capital. I have business with Passive Wealth Group, which you are a part of.
Hey.
I'm also the co-founder of an organization called Queens with the Millionaire Mindset. It's an organization collected of 10 women, stock investors. We invest in stocks, cryptocurrency, and we're also part venture of a hotel in the Central Texas area. I am the founder of the Lotus Life program, Blooming from the Mud, which you are part of.
Hey.
And so many other things. I'm a poet, writer, veteran, author. I can go on. I'm a jack of all trades. But one thing I'm definitely a WIN coach. So
hey.
Yes.
I love it. Listen, so 180 Life Enterprise Magazine, me and the WIN coach, we partnered up on a couple of ventures.
Yes.
We've been at this for almost about a year now. So January makes a year that we actually been like working together really tough. And then we ventured on some more projects. I think it was around March, April-ish, y'all. And it's been crazy. And the crazy thing is every time we talk, it's like more and more things come out of what you got going. So I'm gonna drop this on the screen. So she has a blog, y'all. She has a movement called Poetry Life Moves. How did this start? Like, talk to me. Come on, let's go.
You really got me. So you popped out on the screen. That gave me goosebumps and chills. So I actually came to Archie with this idea about doing these live segments, which you see here right now, because I really wanted to give Archie some appreciation to the magazine for what he has done, because it has impacted my life in such a tremendous way. And I wanted to kind of just talk about the magazine moving forward, to not just get people in on to subscribing, because you need to subscribe. Henceforth, you need to subscribe. I know he's going to give you the links and stuff like that. However, but the impact of what I'm always talking about, which is relationship capital. And I will drop in what that means. I don't want to go too much into it, but the premises of relationship capital is establishing trusted bonds with people based off intangible assets. That is their spiritual aptitude, their moral character, the things that you don't see that does not reside in monetary value. Archie's backstory of where he's come from his, I mean, he's talked about it, he's posted about it, his time that he spent in prison, for what he's done. He can tell you about it. Really impacted me. And what really got me was his work he's done with the magazine and how he got it into a good portion of the Texas Department of Corrections facilities for incarcerated individuals to have access to his magazines. Why that impacted me? Because I mean, I come from a background of men who have been incarcerated. Right now, I have a nephew near and dear to me who I communicate with, that's currently incarcerated. And I mean, it still weighs heavy on my heart that he's incarcerated. He was actually incarcerated like right after he graduated high school. I can't even remember if he finished high school, but it wasn't too long after he graduated high school for something very that could have been avoided through communication, through perception, and through just, you know, more community, better lawyers, you know, more money. It's just so many different aspects that go into it. But where we are right now is that I was able to send my nephew a year subscription of these magazines to him. And before I even sent him these magazine subscriptions, I haven't talked to my nephew in I don't know how long. I mean, it's been a long time. I wrote him sporadically throughout the years because, in all honesty, it's hard sometimes to find the words to say to somebody that's incarcerated. You know, especially when you have a connection with that person. And I really had a connection with my nephew because when I say nephew, this guy was the little kid who would run around. Every time he sees me, he would grab my dress, run and hit me on my behind and run off. And, you know, I watched him grow up. You know, there were plans for his future besides what he's enduring right now. So I did that as a thank you because once again, Archie had made this provision and it was a process. Archie set it all up. He told me what to do. I went ahead and invested in a year subscription for it. And the most overwhelming experience was, I don't want to get emotional, but I am, is getting the notice. Why this happened? Getting the notice from his mother that he received the magazines. That was such a beautiful thing. And not only did he receive the magazines, he was able to share it with other people in the facility where he's at. And he says, Auntie, these are so different than the reading materials we currently have. And I just want to say thank you because I need to take a break from talking about this right now.
I get you.
For your work. You know, I know we have offline conversations about you talking about this is a lot of work and you be wanting to quit and give up, and your work is not in vain, bro. Like, your work is not in vain, man. So, you know, once again, you know, how we got here was the question that led into this conversation. Was we got here by relationship capital.
Yeah.
That's how we got here. And that's what I'm always advocating on my brand platform, Win Capital Consulting LLC, as a Win coach. That's what I'm a heart-centered investor. I am not no serial entrepreneur. I'm not, you know, whatever these other terms are. Spirit gave me that term, heart-centered investor, because I understand me. I know wealth resides in me, and I know how I move. I move because I have to have trusted relationships and people. If I can't trust you, I don't care how much money you got. I'm not investing in you. Okay. If I can't learn from you, I'm not messing with you. If I can't teach you, I'm not messing with you. If I can't expand with you, I'm not messing with you. So, you know, when I connected with Archie, I connected with Archie through my business bestie, Lakeisha Monique Herrera, favorite CEO of Passive Wealth Group. That's my girl. That's my thug right there. Okay, I don't care what she says. That's my girl. Okay. She told me about Archie. We synced up through Archie through that brand, and then I learned about the magazines, and I've been getting these magazine subscriptions ever since then. I read through the magazines. I give my clients magazines. If I see an inspirational column in the magazine, I make sure I carry one. I keep them with me. You know, I'm a seasoned chick. I may not look like in my 60s. I'm not in my 60s, but I'm a seasoned chick. So I'm seasoned. I used to keep the Jet magazines in the bathroom season.
Hey, hey.
You know what I mean? I'm that chick. I'm the one who would keep the ebony magazines on the tabletop. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pause and breathe for a second so you can speak. But I know that this conversation is going, and then we can talk about the Poetry Life Moves column. But that's how this started. You know, Archie's doing great work. So I will say this before we continue this conversation. If you have not subscribed to the 180 Life magazine, what are you waiting for? If you know somebody who is incarcerated, this is the opportunity to get them a subscription, inspire them, especially if they're incarcerated and they're going to be coming home. Prepare them, prepare their minds, prepare their body, prepare their spirit for what is out here. That this magazine is inspirational. And I mean, I could talk. Is this you see this copy? This person right here on this copy. That's my sister. Okay.
Hey.
I'm gonna talk about that right now because we can talk. We have more lives to do. Okay.
We do.
So I'm not gonna give all of it. So I'm gonna be quiet because I can run my mouth. But Archie, thank you for the 180 Life magazine. Thank you for your time in prison and incarcerated, because even that time was not in vain. Thank you for following your path and the work that you've done to get this going. And thank you for the work it took to get this approved in the Texas Department of Corrections so other people can read it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Listen, y'all. This is not how this conversation was supposed to go. I get all emotional.
Cry, baby.
So y'all know I'm a crybaby. So to piggyback off what you said, that was one of the biggest things when I started the magazine. Big shout out to my coach, Coach K. Coach K. Big shout out to Tay. What's going on? Welcome. Y'all definitely hit that share button, hit that like button, turn on the post notifications. I know I have not been live in a long time, and I know y'all like, man, look, people don't understand the hard work. So let me tell you about the approval process, because I'm approved in California prisons. I have 100 subscribers in the California prison. I have 63 in Texas prisons. For me, it's a joke I tell people, but it's really real. I said, well, it was hard for me to get the support of the people in the free, so I know my friends that are all locked up gonna support me. So once I got the approval, and I remember I had wrote 3 letters to the board of TDC and let them know, hey, that's where I was, but my mental's not there no more. Yeah. And we're not just talking about any and everything. It's entrepreneurship. Yep. Granted, 80% of people that come out and stay out of prison turn into entrepreneurs. If it's a barber, if it's a truck driver, if it's like myself, brand development, singers, songwriters, they jump into entrepreneurship, and then 5 years later they don't have their LLC or they don't have things set up correctly, and then they're like, dang, I wish somebody would have told me. My whole point of this is to inspire that one person. I tell people like this, the one big-headed black boy with the big lips, the big ears, that just can't figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? They look just like me. Let them know, hey, look, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. In the story with your nephew, like, y'all, I read every story that's published. Yes, I'm grateful for people that help, people that are working with me, but it's hard work. As y'all, I did just release that, being a single dad of a 2-year-old, and I've been going through life challenges, keeping up with a magazine. Now I'm doing a lot of posting for people. I'm doing a lot of different things. Sometimes it's hard work. And big sis is Coach Qween Red. She's one of my listening ears. Coach Lakeisha, big shout out to Lakeisha Herrera. That's my girl, y'all. Listen, that's my sis. They even if we bump heads, she gonna come get you behind her little brother. Do understand that, y'all. But yeah, like those are my listening ears, Coach K. You know, through different things that I've been going through in life, and so it was like, okay, as it grew, that one that she just showed was 4 years. I didn't even realize till it was time for production. It's been 4 years since this magazine started.
Wow.
And I was like, dang, has it been that long already? And I have an uncle who's doing he's doing a long, 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 long time.
Yeah.
And he has every issue. And he'll call and be like, man, this is getting better and better. This is getting greater and greater. And then I went back to your your writing. Y'all, when I don't know if it's when things click in my head. She had wrote, I didn't know about the nephew, y'all. I promise I
Yeah.
didn't. And I put together everything and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, this is good work. Boom, 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 bam. Then the nephew came along and we started the subscription. And I went back and I started reading. And I said, oh, this is the story. And this is the reason why I asked you guys to subscribe because there were some things that I did January, February, March. Only 3 people caught on because they actually read the product. That man, and they came to me and they was like, "Hey, it said that you're giving away $1,000 worth of marketing. Are you actually reading the product?" Yeah, and they've been working with me for free because these are things that I put inside. Hey, if you read it, you start to say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm doing this. But let's jump into your writing because you approached me with the column, and then I learned you do spoken word and you do this. It was funny, y'all, because y'all know me. It's the numbers for me. Okay, what are we trying to achieve? Okay, are we trying to go viral? Are we trying to do this? How many people we trying to? And her response was, and this is what really shook me. And I'm going to give you the floor. It wasn't about the numbers. This
It
is
really
something for me. This is the piece for me. Explain that to him.
was. Uh, if I remember correctly, you asked me what was the whole intent. I said, this is for me. This is my release. And I was very sincere about that. I wasn't worried about the numbers. This is me releasing my creative process to the world. This is what gives me peace of mind. And that's exactly what it is. Poetry is my first love. The pieces for this first set of pieces that I put into the Poetry Life Movement column, they were definitely dedicated to incarcerated individuals. So everything from the first piece up until I believe this goes all the way to December are pieces dedicated to incarcerated individuals for inspiration, reflection, motivation, aspiration. It is definitely pieces, and they are definitely personal pieces. These are things that I have endured. Here in this magazine column, there is a piece in here entitled, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to pull it up right now while I'm talking to you. I think it's called Brother Brother. And this piece was written years ago and is actually in my book, Walking Your Words or Walking My Words or Writing My Back Pocket. It's a book that's out on Amazon. I had self-published that book in December of oh no, this one is a different one. This one is a recipe for dying young. But I self-published that book in December of 2021. And in January of 2022, I had a stroke. So I never got the opportunity to really do what I wanted to do with the book. So this is another reason why. Oh, Tay, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that really makes me feel good. I never really got the opportunity to do what I wanted to do with the book. So the piece Brother Brother was really dedicated to my brother. My brother, I had two twin brothers. One of them passed years ago. They're twins. And one of my brothers, he stays in New York City. I remember getting a phone call one day, and he was in and out of jail. I'm talking about petty crimes, drug abuse, so forth. And and this is the stuff I wrote in the columns about. This is the stuff that you need to subscribe to. This is the stuff that you need to send to people, because I'm literally talking about inspiring and having. It's like an echo. I'm sorry. It's literally talking about inspiring and having uh, the motivation to be that support system for someone who is locked up. And that's what happened. I got the phone call one day. I was at work. I was working on the military base, Fort Hood, Texas at the time. And I remember, I don't know who I was talking. I think I was talking to my mom, if I'm not mistaken, or I was talking to my brother, but I got the news that he was going to be sentenced to 5 years in prison. And the only reason he was going to be sentenced to 5 years in prison was because it was his third strike. It wasn't, and this is the thing, he wasn't no hardened criminal. He wasn't no murderer, like literally petty crimes. I'm talking about drug abuse, petty theft, and the judge just got tired of him doing the stuff on, and they've offered him, rehabilitation, and none of the stuff was working. And when I got the news, I remember walking outside of my office area. I was working in a trailer at the time, and almost having a mental breakdown in the parking lot, because I felt responsible. I felt like, how could this happen? We grew up in the same household. How could this happen? I'm like, was I a good sister? I was questioning myself, and that took time for me to let go as well. So I wrote this poem out of the emotions I was feeling as a healthy release. Saying like, that was my literally weeping out, saying, brother, I am here for you. I'm calling out to God, pleading with God as to save you. And in this column, I even stated about, I say the same thing at the end of each column. I say, I encourage readers to order additional copies of this magazine issue and mail copies, if permitted, to someone currently incarcerated or who has transitioned out, who can use the encouragement. I say that every single time. Like I said, I love poetry. I write various things, but these set of pieces, this time, especially in this season right now during the holiday season, it's even more prominent that we connect with anybody that may be incarcerated, even if they're not directly related to you. Because we talk about all these things about people coming out from prison, but Archie, you made a good point. You say a lot of people who come out from prison go into entrepreneurship, and that is true. But then there's a good percentage of people who come out from prison that are still lost, and that is my concern, are the people who come out that are still lost, that don't have that positive reinforcement, that don't have that inspiration, that don't have that support system. And your magazine provides that. People like myself, people who subscribe to the magazine, people who contribute to the magazine, the pieces, the articles, to say what they're doing as entrepreneurs, that is your contribution to the world. Muhammad Ali said that your contribution to the rent you pay on this earth, your purpose is your contribution to the world. So these authors, these entrepreneurs, everybody you see in here who's contributed to this magazine is contributing to the inspiration you see, whether you read it or not. So that's how that article got started. So I definitely do this for me when I'm writing. And it's my release. It's my way of saying, this is my heart's work, and whether somebody reads it or not, it's really for me at the end of the day. But I know that because I'm giving my heart as a heart-centered investor, I know I'm planting a seed in somebody's spirit to prosper and bloom.
Wow. Listen, guys, Y'all gotta go follow Qween Red, the win coach on Facebook, Instagram, all social media platforms because stuff like this is what encourages people like me to keep going. Believe it or not, I remember I remember when I first started, and people have heard me tell the story on how the magazine has started and why I started it. It never was to become famous, to be
Yeah.
around famous people. It was about the people right next door to me that are doing great things that are so then people like myself. And I'm gonna go back to what you said. I remember when I came home and I was so grateful because the guy that was in the bunk next to me, all of his people had died while he was locked up. So he had no clue what to do. Some of them people don't even know how to use a cell phone. I don't know what to do. Times change. Just think about
Yes.
how it was 10 years ago. So when
Yes.
you think about 5 years ago, what has happened in the last 5 years of your life? You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Have you moved? How many times have you moved? How many cars have you bought? How many
Yeah.
pair of shoes have you bought? How many jobs have you been through? How you know what I'm saying? Like just think about the things that have changed. iPhone comes out with a new iPhone every year.
Every year.
And
Every
every
year.
year it's a new update, a new something. So for to piggyback off of what you said was my big thing was Lord, I was grateful my mom was still alive because I knew if my mom was alive, I had somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? And I knew if my mom wasn't alive, I probably would be a truck driver like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, let's be real, you gotta make money. You don't have
Yep.
nowhere to go. You're trying to figure out life. And then while you're trying to figure out, they want something. They
Yep.
want something. The system is not made. I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm just if I could be black and white, the system's not made to succeed. It's not. I'm sorry, y'all. Even it's over now. So yeah, you gotta play the game. And
But
the thing about me was I was good at playing the game in the halfway house. I knew how to make it look like I wasn't doing this, that, and the third. And hey, come in when they tell you to come in. I will never forget. I was working open to close at an Italian restaurant. And because I had a job, I had to pay 40% of my check to the halfway house for
wow.
but then they say you gotta be out in the next 60 days. So if I give you 40% of my check, I only got 60%. How am I going to get another place? How am I going to save up money to get a place? Then, you're on the bus. You got to pay for that. You have to have a cell phone because you can't even fill out an application without a cell phone. So you got to pay for that. It was just it wasn't set up for success, and so a lot of times I tell people that 180. I just want to be the inspiration, and like you said, the people that are attached to it, that
Yep.
see it, they know it.
Yep.
When you know it, I don't have to convince you.
Yep.
And I think I've gotten to that season after our fourth year. I can't do no more convincing. Please be a part. I want y'all to be a part. I love it. And then when you came to me, I'm just like, man, every month I just be more amazed. Like, oh man, I like this. Okay, I like it. I like it. So let's keep getting into it. And I'm getting tell a business a little bit, y'all. So I'm sorry, I'm telling business. So you're one of the subscribers that get 5 copies of the magazine every month. You hand
Yes.
them out as you're out networking and
Yes.
sewing into other people. Um, and then I'm gonna even say something funny. One month, y'all, our delivery was a little late. I got a message, hey, where are my magazines, bro? Like, where's my stuff? I'm like, wait, hold on, time out. Let me look where it's at. So talk about that. How when even handing them out, because I've had people inbox me that I'm not friends with. I don't like how did you get my oh I got it in this magazine. I was at such place. And then I gotta go look and see who all was there. And then lo and behold, Qween Red was there. So when you're approaching people and giving out and networking and investing in people, how does that help you mentally? Where does that how does that help you?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the word relationship capital, and I use a specific example. I have a client. If I remember correctly, I gave her a copy of one of the magazines, and one of the copies, one of the issues, I don't remember which one. You had an article in there about a teacher out of Dallas. She had lost her teaching position, or something happened to her where the teaching position got extraneous. And, this was during COVID. But long story short, she ended up leaving the teaching profession and starting her own tutoring service. And she described that in the magazine. And I thought that was so inspirational because my client is a teacher, and because of the economy right now, there's so much going on, and people are feeling the pressure. So I gave her a copy of that magazine. I told her about the article I read in the magazine, to show her that, hey, I know that if this lady can do it, that you can do it. And not to say that you have to copy that person's path, but to say that there are so many creative ways that you can use your innate gifts to expand outside of working under systems that are, controlled by other people. So I get inspired because part of relationship capital is extending my network of people that I have trusted bonds with, and sharing their resources. That's why I also coined the term relationship capital, because when you can expand your relationship and the resources of someone else, you're really expanding your wealth. You know what I mean? You're expanding the wealth of that person, and you're also expanding your wealth in the same instance. Because I'm in the magazine, and even though I'm a win coach and poetry is my first love, I didn't even mention nothing about my poetry. I wasn't worried about it because if you read the magazine, you're gonna see it. My purpose was to tell her, to motivate her about what the article I read, and to let her know that there are other options. There's other opportunities out there. And because there are other opportunities out there, I want you to have this as a gift, because, hey, if this person can do it, you can do it too. So that's what I will say about that. But I definitely keep, some with me in the vehicle. I do look forward to them. When the beginning of the month comes, I will say that I do look forward to them. But once again, I am a old school seasoned chick. I like the hard copy books. A lot of people go to digital stuff. I've got into that now recently within like the last 2-3 years. But I'll share and then there's a lot of sides to me. Okay, there's a lot of sides to me. One side to me is I am a nerd. Okay, I'm a retired cybersecurity professional. I did cybersecurity for 17 years. And how nerd I can be, I like books so much that I like the smell of books. That's my nerd. So I will prefer a hard book first before I'll do the Audible or the digital copy. If it's a book worth reading, I'm gonna put it on my library. I'm one of the ones that when I get my land and my house on the land, I want to have a room that I can go sit in and just have a library of beautiful books that I can just pull off my library. And I always wanted to have the library where there's a section of books that I've read, but there's also a section of books that I've published.
Wow.
Or people I know that have published things. So now I have these magazines in my home, like I used to have the Jet magazines in my home.
Wow. Wow. When I go places and cause like I deal with a lot of seasoned, I'm gonna use that word. I deal with a lot of seasoned people, and I go like I went somewhere this week and they had them on the coffee table.
Yes.
And I had popped up. So it wasn't, oh, he's coming, put the magazines out. I had popped up and like, oh, what? And they were like, well, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm like at the light. Oh, okay, yeah. And they actually had to come so it wasn't like they had time to make the house up. And I walked them like, oh, my magazines is out there. Boom. And It's funny because I'm like that too. I grew up on Jet.
Yes.
I grew up on Jet. My mom kept me Jet, sister to sister.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up on these things. And it's crazy because my first job was at the Villager. Big shout out to Mr. Wyatt out in Austin. That was my first job ever, writing for the Villager in the youth brigade. I was the president for 3 years.
Nice.
Doing community work, getting cans, giving back to the community just because, you know what I'm saying? And so now to have a publication for 4 years, and it's funny because People fall off, people go. And I want to inspire my entrepreneurs out there for real, for real. Everybody's not going to go to the top with you. Everybody's not going to stay on. Coach Qween Red has coached me so much on our journey that, hey, sometimes you got to prune the tree. She tells me that all the time. Archie, it might be pruning season. And pruning season hurts. Just imagine if I cut your arm off. Let's be real. Like, yeah, the tree might not be up there, ouch. But let's be real, you just cut one of the limbs off of the tree. You know what I'm saying? But it comes to a point where, because I had somebody inbox me and was like, dang, every month you just get more and more people. Where do you be finding all these people? And I'm like, I don't use the same word as Coach Qween Red, but we use the same. It's relationship capital. It's I'm not in a bubble. I'm not just Central Texas. I'm not just San Antonio. I'm not just Houston, Dallas. I've connected in Atlanta, in California. I'm over here in Ohio. I think I just came back from Nashville. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, people are like, wait, well, where did you meet these people? Listen, I just be grateful to be in the room.
Yep.
Giving out my, hey, can we talk? Can we do this? Can we do that? And that's really what it's about. It's not what you know. Because I tell them all the time, I don't believe I'm the best. Y'all could get somebody way better than me. But I'm grateful that people rock with me, because it's just like, okay, man, I think, like I tell people, y'all all pay me for my attitude, because I just be loud and proud and have a good time. We're going to do this and we still going to get the job done. I think that's what people, but with the magazine, everybody, I want everybody to understand, y'all give me hope. Reading y'all stories show me every month. And Coach Qween Red is my witness. I call her like, I don't want to do this no more. This is, because some in the summer times I'm booked, but then now the holidays, the magazine isn't the hottest thing. Even though I got other businesses keeping me afloat, but it's just harder because, like, oh, this person wants to do this person wants to do that, and it's harder on publication. So from the bottom of my heart, like, seriously, I thank you. I thank you. Like, and y'all, she's the person where I don't gotta chase down an article. I don't gotta chase down. And I have a belief that people will do what they want to do. If they really want to do it, they will show up and do it with. If it's free, if I really want to do it, I'm gonna do it with my whole heart. So I honor you. Like, I give you your flowers. Thank you so much for inspiring me. Because I believe if you don't honor a person, they'll walk out your life. So I give that to you, like, for real, for real. You really, you know what I'm saying, the GOAT, like, for real, for real. I thank you. I thank you. Look, I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got nothing else. So
No, because we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again next month.
absolutely. Look, we gotta. It's so many things. Like, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let everybody go. And I want you to kind of give a tad bit at the end of this, because this is a conversation here. We might start a whole new conversation. It's your network will depict your net worth. Again, I'm gonna say that again. Your network will depict your net worth. It's not what I know, it's who I know. As Coach Qween Red spoke, she said that she met me through Coach Lakeisha Herrera, right? Coach Lakeisha Herrera met me through Dr. Carrie Ann Zamora. Okay, so let's fast forward all them. Okay, so even if you don't know who them people are, that's who they are, right? Boom. So then I meet Coach Qween Red, right? Coach Qween Red introduces me to Head Wrap Queen, right? Natasha Poe, right? That's one of my clients, y'all. So big shout out. So if you haven't gotten your head wrap, just let me throw that in there. Y'all need to go ahead and get a part, because next month is up, and your host with the most gonna be in the building. So you better be ready. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so then that became that connection, right? Yep. Client, boom. So granted, while that's going on, big shout out to Tammy Wilkerson out of Houston. She puts me in the door with 3 other people, right? So now I got like 5 other people because of the people she knew. Oh, this is the go-to guy, which they put me in the door with 5 other people. You get where I'm coming from. And then because of Coach Qween Red. Now I got a whole Lotus Life, Brandy Davidson. I didn't know no. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people, and I want to keep iterating this to you guys. It's okay to support each other because guess what? It's not what you know, it's who you know. You could be the smartest person. She told you you could be the richest person, but if you can't, she ain't. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. If you can't, she ain't. Okay, I'm just making sure y'all understood that. What I'm saying is you can have all the knowledge,
Yep.
but if you don't like I'm not. Oh, okay, just I'm gonna let you fill in the blanks. I'm not even gonna fill in the blanks for you. But go ahead, go ahead.
I will say this, and we can definitely pick up this conversation the next time we talk and elaborate on it about relationship capital more. But I think the basis of this is um, your network being your net worth is knowing the people that are for you, knowing when to prune, and knowing when to grow. Because how you describe that whole network of people that have expanded you just like it has expanded me. I don't care how much money someone makes. I don't care how much if your heart does not show the integrity and trust that I am safe around you, that my brand is safe around you, and hear me, that my name is safe around you, baby, it don't matter. You're not getting this investment because my name is worth more than anything.
That you got tears in my eye, like for real. Name
You
your
already
name can get you into rooms. I'm telling you, your name can get you. Let me and I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna go because we got a meeting we have to get to, y'all.
yes,
Listen, and I don't know if all entrepreneurs do it. 80% of us that are real entrepreneurs, like this is what we do. You vet people. I, things were going on just a minute ago before I got on here, and I was vetting something, and I'm like, well, I can't find this. This can't be real because it's not out there. You're not a real person. Blah 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 blah. And then boom, something pop up, and I can see from 2020, 2019, 1999. You get where I'm coming from, where it's like, okay, when they say Archie J. Jenkins Sr., what are they? They can talk down on me, but at the end of the day, they're gonna say, "Oh, that boy good at his job, though. That boy good at his job." When they say Qween Red, oh, that girl's smart. That woman, somebody, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go. I promise, because y'all know I can talk. Somebody asked me, how did you get that connection?" Because she don't connect with people, so how how'd you get that connection? And I remember, granted, 80% of my clients are females. You know what I'm saying? So all they husbands, they like, that's the little bro, that's the little bro, blah, 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 blah. But like you said, I'm protecting and I'm carrying brands.
yes,
So no, I can't get on Facebook and cuss nobody out. No, I can't act a fool. The other day I was pushed to a point where, but no, I got too much. I have too much on my plate.
yes,
And I remember when you came to the award show this year, and the crazy thing was she came for Coach Keisha, and it was just a lie, right? And I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I'm just doing so much stuff. It's my
yes,
award show, and it was after the award show, and she sent me a long message and then a million pictures, and I'm like, "Oh, you was really in there?" And she was like, "This is awesome! Like, wait, how long have you been doing this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been doing this for 2 years." Wow. Like, and it just was like we learned so much about each other when it's not transactional.
come on now, you talking my language. That's what I'm
When it's,
saying.
when
That's
it's
what
not
I'm saying.
it's not transaction. When you say relationship for me, when you say relationship, I don't have to send you an invoice. You know, like I don't have to. Coach Qween Red, hey bro, how you doing? We talk. Hey bro, you good over there? Like I'll get one of them. She'll do her creative writing. She gives me that. You good over there? And I'm like, How you know I'm not good? Or if I'm not good, hey, let's talk about it. Let me send you a link. And she'll drop me a link so we can video. And so she can see my face, so she can see. It's not just, oh, okay, he good. Oh, he ain't good. Well, oh, okay, well, he'll figure it out. It's deeper than that. And
Yeah.
when I really have gotten that, it pushes me to be able to go on.
And I need to say one last thing before you wrap it up, because we need to talk about this too at some point. And don't forget about this. When you have genuine relationship capital, the invoice is not going to be the problem.
You want to know what the problem? You want to know what the problem is?
Relationship capital, the invoice is not going to be a problem when it has clarity without confusion. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
You want to know though? You want to know the only and this might be the joke. You want to know what the problem only is if you don't check in. It just be like, why you ain't checked in? Like it ain't money that you need it because it's deeper than an invoice.
Yes, yes, and yes.
All right, y'all. It's your boy, Mr. 180. We ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Please, please, please go get your copy. Go get your subscription. Go to 180life.com, 180lyfe.com. Go. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow. Give out all your social media so everybody can make sure follow, like, subscribe.
Red Win Coach on Facebook and Instagram, and Win Capital Consulting on Facebook and Instagram. Passive Wealth Group, Facebook, Instagram. Lotus Life Program, Facebook, Instagram. Let's go.
I'm about to throw this in. I know this wasn't on the thing. Look, y'all, go get y'all book. Make sure y'all go get y'all book. Make sure y'all go get the Make sure I'm gonna drop the links up in there. Something going on Facebook that I couldn't get mine working, but we're gonna have it working. Y'all can catch the replay. Listen, if you ain't got this book, The Passive Wealth Mindset, A Guide to Legacy, Ownership, and Freedom, 65 Steps to Activate Your Wealth Journey, you sleep. I don't want you calling us next year when we up here sitting. I would say Jamaica, but Lord, we praying for y'all out there in Jamaica. Won't be going there. I won't be. But we sitting somewhere looking nice on the camera. We told y'all to get the book. We told y'all to get the subscription. Now we just living. So make sure y'all go get the book. Them two women, Coach Lakeisha Herrera and Coach Qween Red, they have put their heart, mind, body, and soul into this project. And we need y'all to go check it out. All right. That's it. I ain't giving out no more shout outs, but I got to give out one more shout out to my girl, Summer Marie Brown. If you did not vote, make sure you go and vote because she is running to be city council in Cibolo, Texas. Listen, Black Girl Rock, Black Girl Magic. You know, we just doing this thing out here. And listen, if you're going to be in Houston with me in 2 weeks, your boy is getting ready. I'm getting ready because it's going to be a show, baby. So y'all better make sure y'all go get y'all tickets because it's going down. Do not call me the day of asking, can I get you in at the door? No, I cannot. I have a whole security team. They want me to stay in a certain section. It's not going to work, but they got me a back door, so I'm going to be okay to be able to get in my car and just pace on the street, all right? So listen, y'all. It's your boy, Mr. 180. Let them know who you are now.
Qween Red Win Coach. You can follow me once again at Coach Qween Red Win Coach on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, this has been one of our wonderful episodes. Listen, I'm gonna shoot a couple commercials and we out of this piece. Let's rock.
Mr. 180, yeah.
If you stay in environments where people don't recognize the value of you, you will shrink your gift to the size of what they can stand. And that's what causes anxiety and depression and stress, because you have had to shrink. I refuse to be small because you think small. I'm not shrinking my vision because you can't catch up. You either better roll with me or you gonna get rolled over.
Discover the wonders at truetreasures.net, where you can find your true treasure within. Our selection features all natural skincare products, including luxurious body oils and much more. Don't miss out on our fantastic range of offerings. Explore our unique products and inquire about our special deals to experience the best in natural self-care. Again, that's truetreasures.net. Discover the wonders of the treasures within. Get your subscription now at 180life.com, 180lyfe.com. You don't want to miss these up and coming entrepreneurs, inspirational stories, things that can help the whole family, from recipes to fun to inspiration. Go get your subscription now over at 180life.com.